Us Americans were on the move and traveling fast. Us Americans were called settlers, and we were attacked and killed. We had to go through some tough, challenging routes to get to where we were going. Also, settlers could die very easily if we had a sickness that could kill, and it would spread through the whole group. We also had to go through some tough rivers, mountains, and other difficult ways that offset all of us. All these rivers and mountains and other things would kill our wagons, and that is bad for us because we would have nowhere to sleep. The transport that we used when it came to rivers was called flatboats, because it was faster than going on narrow trails and bumpy paths along the way. Although it took about 17 weeks to finish upstream, John Flinch and Robert Fulton made a new invention. It was called the steamboat engine. In 1787, John Flinch showed the members of the Constitutional Convention how the engine would propel a boat. He invented the ferry, and not very many people used the ferry, and Flinch went out of business. Robert Fulton had succeeded, and John Flinch had failed. The age of the steamboat, Fulton's success, ushered in the age of the steamboats. Soon the ferry was a passenger boat and was down on the Atlantic coast. It gave Mississippi, Ohio, and Missouri rivers easier trade up the Mississippi River. By the 1850s, some western steamboats had become floating palaces. Also, a steamboat can be very dangerous. Sparks from a smokestack can set off kindle fires. They wanted to use canals so it would be easier to get to other places. A canal was a channel that was dug and filled with water to allow boats to cross a stretch of land. Canals were often built around waterfalls. Others linked to rivers and nearby lakes. In the 1800s, they were building longer canals. When the New Yorkers had a bold idea, they wanted to build canals linking the Great Lakes and the Mohawk and Hudson rivers. Digging the waterway, Governor DeWitt of New York disagreed. He convicted the state lawmakers to provide the money. At first, they dug canals by hand. To speed up the process, inventors developed new equipment. The machine was called the stump puller that could pull 40 stumps. By 1825, the reverse job was finished. On opening day, there were cannons fired in Buffalo, New York. When the sound got to the next town, it sounded like another cannon. The thunderous salute took about 80 minutes to finish.